everyone, welcome to the iidata competition overview. I'm Carmen, I'm one of the co-founders for iidata. So some of you may know iidata is a statistical and data science convention. It's the first data science convention in UC Davis. And competition overview, of course, we are going through the competition, the guideline, the judge, and then more. And some of you asked us the schedule. So this is our schedule right now. You can see that this is the research fair, this is the off-site, and this is the on-site competition. So for the on-site one, you basically have to be here at 10:30, and then you will finish your call at 2 p.m. because you have 4 hours there. And then you will do your presentation, but you won't be like doing the presentation like once like all group is going there. No, we will have an appointment system, and then you will choose which period of time that you want to do your presentation.
No, it's gonna be random.
Oh, it's gonna be random? Okay, then it's gonna be random. And then for the judge, then we'll give 1 hour, 1.5 hour. No, 1 hour. 1 hour for the judge to judge, and then you will come out the result in the closing ceremony. And then for the off-site ones, because off-site you already prepare your reports, your analysis at home. So for the off-site one, you will just do the presentation, and you will be start at, I believe is around 10:30ish, and then you will have a 15-minute presentation, and the judge will give 1 hour also, and then the winner will be announced in the closing ceremony also. And for the research fair, you have to be here to set up at 9 a.m. and or like sometime around here because the judge is not here at that time. But we encourage you to be here earlier so that you can show your research to more faculty, like faculty from other university and the public and the company. And then from 12:30 to 2 p.m., the judge will come around to your table and they will like randomly select which table they go to first, and then you present your research to them. And then so updates for some of the news. So we got confirmed guest speaker from Square, from Baidu, and also we have CHHS and also American Statistics Association. Okay, here you go. Thank you. Yes, we got Square, and then we will have a guest speaker panel. And actually, for the guest speaker panel, the judge will also be there, and then also the workshop, the teacher for the workshop will also be there for the guest speaker panel. And then you can see we have a Python workshop, we have a SQL workshop, we have CHHS open data, and then we have a cable vision guest speaker, and we have a DV workshop. And this one is machine learning workshop. Yes, we're updating this and beautify this and put it on the website soon by this week. So if you're curious more about this, you should go to our website and check it by this week. Okay, then for some general information first, we are available on Facebook, Twitter, and email. So if you got any question anytime, email us from teamiidata@gmail.com, and then we have website iidata.net. And just just some comments. So all competition application due on May 1st, 11:59 p.m. Yes. And then all competition, yes. So that the registration link is here. So just iidata.net.register. So today we are going to talk about the research exhibition guideline, the prediction modeling competition guideline, and the on-site time data analysis competition guideline. And at the very last 1 hour, we'll do a short mock competition, and the winner for the short mock competition will get a $50 Amazon gift card. And then first of all, let's talk about the research exhibition. So for the group side, you will be having 1 to 4 people per group, and then both undergraduate and master students are welcome to participate. And for the topic of the research, we want this research shown to the public, so it have to be academic appropriate. So probably you really don't want to do a fun one, because that won't get you a prize. And then the source of the data. So we will want you to sign that, and because it's academic and you are showing it to the judge, you are showing it to company, and so all the resources should be cited. And then all research must be from from this year, so no old or recycled project may be used. And the presentation, so you will have your own poster and display board, or you can also have some handout when you are explaining to your judge. Any questions so far for the research exhibition? Yes?
So, like for example, research from like December 2015 wouldn't count.
I don't think there's a problem.
Okay. So
But it's not like you have to reuse other,
like not something from 1999.
yes, not something there. Like, I would say recent, we probably will change about this, but we would say recent research, but not like something like 1999, like what you say. Yes?
What kind of judges are going to be judging the research thing?
Yes, we are talking, we're going through in this next slide. Okay. So, your research will present clearly, and our expectation for research exhibition is you will present in front of the judge, so you have to present clearly in front of the judge and present at the table during the judging period. And if people pass by and want to ask you questions, I believe you should be there and like answering them also, because they probably like committee representative or faculty from other university, although they are not judged. So about the judging rubric. So they will be judged by your presentation skill, but more they will be judged by how well you present your material to them. We don't want you to like present something like, oh, probably I found this online, I just copy and paste, and like, oh, this will win me a prize. No, you won't, because the judge will ask you a question, and you should know how to answer this kind of question because you are the one who do this research. And then, yes, and we also would like to judge on how well you apply statistics onto your research. I believe if you have something, the data set is here, but you still get a regression line like this, that is not appropriate for statistics, because, yes, it's not appropriate, just, it's like the regression line should not be even here. And then, like, yes, how well you explain your material for analysts. Any question for this slide? And raise up your hand if you have any question at any time, because people probably have the same question. And yes, the judge. So Dr. Alessandra Ari, Dr. Wolfgang Polinik, and Dr. Paul will be our judge, and we probably will get more judge. Anyone know 3 of them? Or anyone do research with 3 of them? I did. Okay.
Yeah, they're members of the statistics department.
Yes, they are the member of the statistics department, and Dr. Wolfgang is actually the lead of the NSF research training group in UC Davis. Yes. And then 3, also for the research exhibition, because we want to ensure that the participant will come. We don't want to like left a table for them and then no one is coming because they just like, okay, let me just registration for fun. We don't want that, right? So we just get $10 per group, but your price will be $100, and you will be added on. So we will consider how, because we are still like going for more sponsor, and this price will be updates until May 1st. So you'll be going up, but at least $100. And interesting to point out, there is a few groups actually coming from San Diego and a few groups coming from Bay Area for this research exhibition. Okay, so for the off-site competition, which we name it as prediction modeling competition. So, okay, let's go through the summary for this first. So for the off-site competition, the dataset will be released in May 11 at 12 a.m. It will be on our website, or we will send the instruction and the dataset to you through your email. And then your report and your code will be needed to submit by May 18th 11:59 p.m. through email. So email to us in teamiidata@gmail.com. Any questions so far?
Yeah, and the reason why we ask you to submit your report to us early is because so the judges have some time before the actual event to review your material, and then they'll just be basing it off your presentation on site the day of. Make sense?
Yes.
I'm afraid I can't be at the presentation that morning. Would it be pointless for me to try to join the group?
It wouldn't be pointless if you weren't there. I doubt that you get documents. As long as your group does the presentation well.
Yes, like probably you have 3 people and then you can't physically participate on that day, but you are involved. You can ask 2 of your other group members to come and do the presentation. That's fine also.
But that does not mean that if you were in a group of 4 people and only one person shows up, it will be the same treatment. It's like if you're able to, then we expect you to be there.
Yes. And then during this week, you can test your prediction model on our website. It will show you your model error rates, so how far you actually from the true prediction model that we already made for like half year. And then you can email, because each team will provide a PhD mentor, and you can email your PhD mentor for any question, and they will respond you as soon as possible. And of course, ask us if you have any question at any time, and we will reply you as soon as possible also. And moreover, besides your PhD mentor, actually you can find your professor for help. You can find your coworker for help also. And then for the group size, here we 1 to 4 people per group, and then both undergraduate and master students welcome also. And then, so kind of like a peer request, because for the off-site one, the difficulty will be a little bit higher than the on-site one. Because, you got 1 week to deal with the data, of course it have to be a little bit difficult. So we think that you need to have an advanced programming experience in creating models before, because it's a prediction modeling competition. So if you already took 141, and if you take like Python, C++, Julia class, or you like play with this program already, you should be in this category. Okay, and the task. So the data is complicated, as I said. So it will be complicated than the on-site one, and it will be an open-ended project. And construct advanced prediction model. Yes, so you will test your model on our website. Must interpret model during the presentation. You don't want to just show your outcome. You want to interpret to your model in front of the judge, so that the judge will know how you get this model out. Moreover, the rules, as I say, you can use whatever or whoever advice you want, as long as you submit a novel prediction model and it's made by yours. And then expectation. So presentation necessary, good transmission is also necessary. Okay, so this one is the judging rubric. So very first, for the presentation, you have a 15-minute presentation. You want to spend it wisely. And then we suggest you should present what you want from your data set, and why you want this thing from your data set, and how you get your prediction model based on these 2, what and why, in front of the judge. Of course, like plus your outcome and plus your experience, something like that. And then the test, because you will be submitting a report also. Okay, because you are submitting a report also, so you have to explain your code and explain why you use this code. And you probably want some table, like because you are doing an analyzing the data set. So you have labeling, and you want your figures useful, and you want this make to meet the question also. And your source code, of course, you don't want a bunch of source codes in one line. That is so hard to read. The judge don't like to read them. So you probably want to put it step by step so that the judge can read it clearly.
Just think of this as a report for any of your classes. Just take that as a guideline.
Yes. And then, yes, so the judge. So we got Professor Ribby from UC Berkeley, and we got Professor Duncan from UC Davis. I believe some of you know Duncan. And then more to be announced. And as I said, so we don't want to give this spot to a paid, not serious person, so that $10 per group is also here. But this one, you get $200 price, and you will go up, as I said before. And any question for the off-site competition? No? Okay. If you have any question, just raise up your hand, honestly. And then the on-site one. So the on-site is pretty similar to the off-site, but you got 4 hours. So yes, you got 4 hours, and everything is on-site. The data sets won't be released on before. You will be released at the time that the competition starts, and you will go through it by your email again. And then team will analyze one of the provided data sets and answer a series of challenge questions pre-training to the data. And then 1 to 4 people per group, and both undergraduate and master student is welcome. And you will get a PhD mentor to help along the way. So your PhD mentor probably will sit on your table, and then if you're like, oh gosh, I'm stuck, and you can ask him. So pre-request. So as I said, so this one is relatively a little bit easier than the off-site one. So, but we still want you to have some basic statistical skill, probably like if you take step 13, step 32, or like other statistics like AP, that should be fine for you also. And at least can programming out or anything equivalent, like you get touch with it, like you have probably used them for your homework or you like play with it often, then you should be equivalent for this competition. Yes?
So I know a lot of CS students use Python. Will they be able to do the same exact things using
Yes, because I actually know a lot of PhD students, master students, they actually use Python to do their research instead of R. And they told me that Python is much useful, and yes. So don't worry, if you like anything equivalent that you think that you can use it, it's good for us. And then presentation, actually this is the same as the off-site one. But so similar to off-site, but you will be taken into a more easy way. But all the things are the same. So for the judge, we have got Professor Mello. I believe some of you know him. And we have got PhD student Nick, and who is a really good. He helped Duncan to develop his R package, and his package is used rapidly this few years. And then both of them, and more to be announced. No, it won't be just 2 of them. Free again, so $10 per each group. So we don't want to like empty that spots for people. Price will be $200 again. Okay, Q&A time. Yes.
So are you allowed to enter in multiple competitions?
Yes. Actually, that is a yes.
Okay.
People are allowed to enter to multiple competition, but you have to aware. So you have to present, and then you have to go to the yes. Oh, okay, sorry. You have to present for the long time one first. For the I'm talking about, okay. You have to present for the off-site one first, and then you have to do your analysis on the on-site one. It probably will take you like 8 hours. You should like considering this, because it's not easy if you like keep awake and do 2 presentations in one day and do analysis. Yes?
Is like the presentations like business casual, or can we just be like casual?
You might want to have business casual if you want to impress your judge, but actually, honestly, I think casual will be fine.
Okay.